Hello, Toddbog here with Breaking the Stream, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Conquest of Elysium 4, the High Priestess playthrough. Where we last left off, we had just eliminated the witch player. We took her territories here, and that was the last straw. She could no longer keep up. We also did strike a blow and killed the last commander for our Pale One friend. So with those two out of the way, we're down to Ceneric, who is a Baron player, and Jordanes, who is a Barbarian player. So, right now we've got plenty of sacrifices, so we're going to finally use this Ritual of Grand Mastery. Banquet for the Dead. So Priestess of Baal holds a banquet for the deified dead. For 3 days, the living and the shades of the dead share tables and meals. The eastern end of the table is a throne for the living priestess, and the western end is an empty throne. Each night, the ghostly shapes in the empty seats and thrones become more solid. On the final night, the priestess sacrifices the entire town to the dead king, who can then manifest in the land of living as a reawakened god. Awesome. That takes 150. So, what does that require? Oop, wrong thing. What does that require? Let's see. Towns and cities. Interesting. Towns and cities. So, we could do it in this town here. I wonder if these things, Mott and Bailey's, count as a town as well. That's a lot to sacrifice resource-wise for that, but that is pretty cool. It'll be about 5 turns, 4 turns. 4 turns before we get enough anyways, before we can do that. So we'll march down here. 70 units here. Ancestral Chief, Death Stink. That's an interesting name. But he is definitely a scary guy. He's got a Crown of Intimidation for Awe and the Seeing Stone for Farsight. So, okay, he picked that up from, I think... Was that from the Witch? I knew somebody else I saw had that. But yeah, I mean, otherwise, not really a danger on the walls for me. So what do we got? We got their Barbarian Bowmen. These are Crystal Amazons. They're just standard bowmen as well, it looks like. What do I have to deal with here that's going to be concerning? No, these are just standard bowmen as well. I mean, once we break through the gate, that's when we really have to be concerned. These totems, effigies, are definitely a bad thing. I'm not a big fan of them because of the spells they cast. So they'll cause decay and things like that. So that's going to be bad juju for us. So we'll have to wait and see what we want to do there. Either way, we can't do anything now. Over here, let us see. With what we've got, I think we want to hold on to this castle. So what do we have here? We're all pretty solid forces. If anything at this castle, I'm going to recruit a catapult. Just to make it that much less enticing for them to attack, and then we'll just rally up here. Let's see, Batseva, what do you got for special powers? Blood Feast, and then Ariella, you're the one that has the Ceremony to Baal, if I wanted to use that. But we don't have the sacrifices either way. Up here, we're going to go ahead and do a scout, and then I think we'll just take the tower, because, well, that catapult. Well, I mean, it's just going to kill regular troops. I can replace them easy enough, so we'll do that. We'll take the tower. Don't think we really need it. So these ladies are done. Is that it? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, these brass claw horrors are going to be a problem. They got magic items galore now. Nothing like a lucky... Is that the Star Sapphire? Yeah. Nothing like a lucky brass claw horror, right? To ruin your day. Catapult. Means we'll probably need to put some archers on the wall. And hopefully to dissuade them from coming. But obviously, since they're pierce resistant, that's not going to do so much. That regeneration's rough. Okay, well, we'll deal with those guys when it comes. Alright. And, yep, pretty much killed what I expected it to kill. Just gotta get him with the spells. There we go. Nice and easy. Yeah, that's what I figured. Run away. Too many units here for now. Wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for these. That's going to hit too many of my troops with the numbers that we have right now, so that's going to be bad news bears for us. So we're going to... I want to get across, though. I guess we'll go around this way. So... Oh, or not. Okay. Well, that's all water. So it looks like the only other way to go around would be this way, which wouldn't be a bad thing, but... Actually, yeah, it's not a bad thing, because I want to come to this town anyways, and I definitely want to cast that that spell, so we'll see what happens there. So, alright, let's see. She is going to take out these levies for sure. What do we need here? I'll throw some more archers on the wall. And... we'll crash into here. We'll keep dancing with them for now until I can bring more forces to bear. Okay. I need to get some of these recruits out for sure. So, all right, back home. Let's go ahead and throw some. I mean, heavy infantry aren't going to really do much against those brass claw horrors. But that might be our best bet, or a catapult. No, we'll go with some heavy infantry. In case we get a leader and we want to try and clear out those brass claw horrors. They are getting closer here, so I don't know how effective that'll be, but if we can keep them at bay, that'll be good. Alright, we're still doing our trade. We're buying sacrifices at overpriced. Fantastic. Alright. All the summons. Alright, good, good, good. You left. Let's see what you left us with. Because that might open up our target here. 66 units, so just the maladies on there, huh? Alright. Well, unfortunately, with the snow... Let's see. This would be a full move. That would be a full move, but this would give me the access to this, regardless how many action points I have. So we'll do that. Still 189 units here. I can come down and take this Mott and Bailey from them, but... Oh, the debates. That would probably mean they'd take this castle back and still replenish. Although with the snow... They do have heavy infantry, so they can't move very fast at all. So we could just trade Mott and Bailey's, but then they'd be in a better position than me, huh? Oh, it's so tough. Alright. Well, either way, you guys are moving back down. I'm trying to figure out the best route for you. Might as well join up with our forces here, I guess, would be the next logical step, so... We'll go ahead and make that. Oh. And these three. Alright, we'll recruit back home. We'll go ahead and throw some more archers on the wall. And we'll go ahead and turn. Yeah, little bastard. Okay, so we got the 2 movement points, 5 effigies. They are pierce resistant. And they cause fear, and they never heal. So, it'll just be a bunch of their spellcasting versus the Burninator and our troops here. Yeah, let's do it. We'll take that. These are villages, so we won't be able to do it. Yeah, I need to come and take this town. I think will be best. At this point, he took that. So you got a catapult. Might as well get another catapult here. If we get enough catapults up, he'll truly think twice before attacking. This will be pretty easy here, so we'll take some of his stuff there. Here we got to go on the mountains, unfortunately. All 4 movement points of mountain there. Speed through this here. and easy. Alright, so just to show you, for those that are unaware, you've got Gust of Wind, not thing I'm worried about. Disease, though, is. Disease has a magic resistance, but can only be negated with great difficulty. Luckily, Burst 1. But if a unit is diseased, it will basically take a hit point of damage every turn on the overworld map until it dies. It will never heal. So, Summon Crows, not really worried about. That's actually pretty good. Disease and Fear. Okay, so we got 2 disease, 3 disease, and yeah, okay, so not bad. Speed this up as alright. And he took my town. But I took this from him. Okay, what do we got here? 18 units, that's a nice easy fight. Let's see. This is a traditional army otherwise, so without the maladies, all he's got is Bodo the Ennery, who is Spiritism level 2, which generally I think is buffing type magic. Okay, I'm just taking a look to see if there's a town. There really isn't, so as much as I want to push down, I really want to try that spell out, so let's do the spell. We'll focus on that and see if he comes back. Because I think one-on-one we'll be able to crush him. Here we don't have that that advantage, because that line of knights, again, is just terrifying. And I can't move from here, so we're kind of stuck here. Because we only have the 2 action points. So at this point, Ariella, let's go ahead and use your Ceremony to Ball. Okay, spiders aren't bad. And I was reminded that we get benefits in this desert here, so I want to get some troops down here whenever possible. So next time we get a person that can be recruited, a leader, I will definitely get one of my priestesses from there. So go ahead and move down here, and we'll do a pincer, hopefully. Okay, I think that is everybody. Let's recruit units. The fortified Hoburg. Let's go ahead and get some zealots there. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn. And they got us in that position there. But let's see. Okay, so now we've got some interesting choices here. So first things first is the 194 units there. That's going to include the levies, right? Did they do those? They did. So they brought in some levies. So that's why that increased by about 5. We're going to go throw another catapult on here, because we got more than enough iron right now. We're making a ton of it that we're not really utilizing. At this point, we're going to go ahead and attack there. And then the hope is that the 3 catapults will give them pause before attacking. If it doesn't, we'll at least wear them out a bit between the archers and those catapults. So that'll help us eventually with our choice there. So here we only have 2 action points, so the obvious move is there. He's down to 64 units because he left 3 Crystal Amazons there. What's he... Is he bleeding units, or does he have some invisible units? Maybe I'm just getting the numbers mixed up in my head. Yeah, at this point, we'll go ahead and move them down. 85 units here, lots of archers, tons of spell casting. Between the 2 of them, we'll be able to crush. At this point, then, we're going to recruit. We did that in the castle already. We'll go ahead and recruit here. We'll go ahead and throw some more spearmen. Just because they get that little throwing attack. Don't know. I had to go and do the math on it, but I think the armor might be better than the spear attack, or the javelin attack, but it's hard to tell. So, alright, we'll go ahead and turn. Okay. So they chose a different kind of movement. Alright. So that's what we were expecting. They're regenerating faster than we can chew through them. But, yeah, that electric attack. Alright, we lost our home. We killed 2 of them now. Okay, well, that's something we'll have to worry about. Let's see. At this point, I want to take out the Crystal Amazons. So we'll do that and that. As a matter of fact, these... let's see. Spectral Calves still get their charge attack, right? They just... yeah, once per battle. I've got a pretty strong archer line, but I think my spellcasting will make up for it. So, I mean, they've got 66 units to my 85. It's not the type of fight I typically like. So then the other question is maybe we just go and attack this. Well, let's see. We could do this. We could do a recruit here and grab some zealots. Let's see. Yeah, let's crush them. I think we can do that. Alright, here we've got 189 units as expected. I can come back up here and annoy him all over again. Which I might do. Because we're only getting stronger while he remains the same size. So let's do that. We'll do that. Now, if I really wanted to min-max it, I could put an individual trooper on each of these as I go through, so that he has to slow down taking them back. Kind of like he's doing with his levies. But I always consider that a little bit of an exploit, and definitely something you have to do at higher levels of difficulty for sure. But not something I'm interested in doing at this time. Alright, that means we need to start recruiting here, don't we? We need zealots. Not enough gold. We're out of gold already, huh? Yep. Alright. Well, sacrifices are definitely worth it, so... well, we'll see what happens. I need more recruits for spellcasters. Because all my spellcasters are in the wrong spot, so... So I'll go to triple speed here. And the archers are doing a nice job there. Spellcasting kicked in already. As you can see, they put some holes in our line, but we're doing more holes in their line, so that's the important part here. Because it's just the sheer number of archers and spellcasting. So, yeah, I think we're in great shape here. Now, they do have a melee troop here that's going to get into our archer units. Oh, no, we got them. Okay. But yeah, we have no melee line now anymore. Archers versus archers, and we got more. Yeah, we got some Witch Wand, Crown of Intimidation, and Seeing Stone, so. Burning. Yeah, I wish at times that they would, yeah, see, he just does that. Which is expected. Okay, so, that did definitely hurt their melee troops, but let's do the thing that we were supposed to do, right? So let's go ahead and use our special power. Banquet for the Dead. Oh, those look cool. And it's now a village. Okay. So it doesn't completely wipe it out. Ooh, they're ethereal as well. So Ditanu have 3 armor, which is amazing. 45 health. They even have a shield. The only thing is they're banishable, but I don't think either of the armies I have left have banish abilities necessarily. The Baron could get some. Pierce resistant, so archery doesn't affect him as much. And ethereal, oh my god, ethereal with 45 hit points and 3 armor. That's just insane. And that is the same for all of these, right? Yep. Then we have, let's see, 6 of those guys, and then Sipai the Malik. Necromancy level 3 spells. That is awesome. Army of the Dead summons 1 to 18 long dead. Tendrils of Death does all 3, disease, weakness, and decay, which I always thought was overkill, but because magic resistance negates, they could end up with just decay, or they could end up with disease instead of decay, things like that. So all 3 won't hit, but it'll give it 3 tests, I think. But that's fantastic. 7 units will basically just get destroyed. That's a disease. I'm not worried about that. Plague's a disease at a burst of 25. Not really useful in battle sense, but could definitely be annoying. And then Dark Power, 3 strikes at 1 to 7, armor negating with a drain. So he heals himself. Amazing. Okay. So the Melquarts, bloodthirsty Rephite kings of ancient times, were once perceived as the sons of gods. Just going through this real quick. You can obviously pause and read this if you like. Yeah, so not bad. So it wasn't a total wipe of the town like I was afraid of. And actually... Huh. Now we're getting Hands of Glory because of our Necromancer friend here. Does he have to worry about... He regains Sanity 1. Okay. So that means Sipai can do summonings. 1 or more minions of undead, such as white ghouls or shades. Interesting. So that'll cause insanity. So we'll get to mess around a little bit with the Necromancer stuff. So now, Necromancer's been my first love for everything related to the Conquest of Elysium series and Dominion series. I play undead in Warhammer Fantasy battles and now in the Age of Sigmar system if you guys do miniature games as well. So that's definitely interesting for sure. And it's definitely something that I will eventually get for the channel, but I wanted to try out things that were outside my comfort level for that reason, is try things that are new and see what I can learn as I go. So kind of neat. So yeah, they're pretty powerful right now. I'm not too worried about this force anymore. This force will need to replenish, and let's see, the best place to replenish will be using this tower and that tower. So we can go back and forth. I thought about up top there, but at this point we just need to recruit. Probably need to cut down on our summons for now, but we'll see. Alright, either way, you need zealots here. And before we forget, let's transfer those zealots. And then we'll move over here, and we're going to get zealots here. Let's see. Yep, we'll do zealots there. And we'll be able to replenish our ranks pretty quickly with the 2. She's going to move over here, so that's good. I might break out. Let's see, Tama. What do you have? Lesser Blood Feast. Shoshana, Lesser Blood Feast. So Yayla has our Lesser Ceremony to Baal. So Shoshana, let's transfer everything to you. What? We got a frog. Oh, is it... Wait, why do we have a frog? Maybe it just comes with the staff? I don't know. They had a frog as well. I don't think we converted the frog. Maybe we did. Maybe we cast a spell to do it. But yeah, now Yayla can separate out, and she'll probably want to take a small force with her. So yeah, let's do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have her move down here and go on the desert and see what we can get with that. Let's go ahead and transfer some units. We'll take 5 of you and 5 of you. How's that sound? Take a little longer for them to power up, but it'll be worth it. Alright, they've made their moves. Let's see. So what to do here, huh? Let's see. 3 catapults. I mean, this army's got a pretty solid force there. Let's go ahead and do Ariella. Okay, so you can't use Lesser Blood Feast, so that these don't count as villages. So more than likely they don't count as cities either. So let's see, village and smaller settlements. So maybe the Greater Blood Feast will let you do it, but could do that, or I could wait and then make them both level 2, but let's actually use your special powers for now and do the ceremony. Just beefing up a little bit more, and I think we're getting close to where we can probably take on this force. especially since this is all melee. I'll have enough scorpions pretty soon to take on those first strikes, and then our spiders have a ton of hit points and poison, so I think I just need more of these guys. The Deadly Sting is armor negating, so that is really good for that, and the Claw is not, so that's the problem. I don't have any heavy hitters. That's the big issue to get through that armor, so we'll debate it some more, but at this point, okay. I guess let me double check here. So Sipai has special powers, and he does not. Just making sure I didn't miss anything with my Scorpion Man and things. So, all right, we'll go ahead and turn. Bumper harvest. Income from all farms and Hoburg villages is doubled. So that's a really good chunk of change that we'll be able to get from that. So that's good. All right, you. Let's see, we'll go ahead and get ourselves some zealots. No, we want them here at this point. Unfortunately, we're not getting enough gold right now, so. So Yale, you were the one that had my lesser ceremony, so let's begin the march south, shall we? Now the concern is we'll run into one of their armies in this march, but we'll deal with that when it comes time here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start capturing up that area. That should help us out. 189 units versus our 102. Let's see, Ariella, let's go ahead and use your ceremony to ball again. Definitely love the scorpions at this point. Scorpions are great if you don't have to siege, right? So we could just crash into here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another catapult here. Okay. At this point, if they want to take our castle, I think the damage we'll do to them will be more than enough to make up for it. So we'll see what happens with that. Shoshana and the remainder here, we'll go ahead and transfer up. Do all of that there. All right. And I guess really there's no reason not to move my way back here. I think if we're going to sit on a tower at this point, we'll sit on this one. Maybe we'll take out this tower. I haven't decided yet. Or maybe we'll just keep moving to the tower bridge at this point since we own it. So, all right, we'll go ahead and turn. Look at that assassin taking out levies. This is see again, the bad part about the sieging with these guys is since I've got a full line, the spiders can't go. Yeah, I figured they were going to attack me. So we did damage. Now the Baron, if this should be a Baron at this point. Yeah, it is a Baron. The Baron gets access to probably the best siege weapon ever, in the form of a what do you call it? Trebuchet. So Trebuchet does exactly what a catapult does, which is just this massive amount of damage in a siege, striking anywhere. Except it does it in a burst, so it hits multiple targets. So definitely one of the best things to have in that case. So at this point we're pretty much done. But we did our damage, so we're going to speed this up here. And we'll see how many armies they have left. Now they can start recruiting again, which is the downside, but I think we fought enough of a delay that we're not concerned anymore. So we got our 105 units here. Go ahead and take that. He's down to 163, and he took a number of casualties to the horsies. So I think that's a good spot to be. We'll take out this Mott and Bailey, and then we'll see what we get here. So here, we can take these two, and then I guess we should knock out this tower before he gets any stronger. He doesn't have a lot of archery. Do these guys count as large? That is the question. And no. So that will be concerning for these guys, but let's see. Oh, but with the necromancy spells and stuff, yeah. Okay, we're in good shape. So yeah, let's go and crash into that tower, and we'll take that. That might actually eliminate our barbarian friend, so we'll see what happens there. But here, go ahead and take that, and we might as well move this way. And maybe we'll get down there. We'll see. And then you are coming back this way. We're going to do a recruit of zealots. Alright, so we got a melee line again. I held up with a frog on one flank, but you know. I usually like to get at least 2 going. With the archer we have, though, these longbowmen are... It's not worth it to take that tower, so we're going to just continue marching this way, and we're going to do our recruitment at the tower bridge at this point. That just gets us closer to the action here, so... Alright, let's go ahead and end our turn. Yeah, sorry about the noise there, but that makes more sense. Alright, so we already got some fearing. Yeah. They just don't stand a chance with the spellcasting. Nice and easy. Okay. Okay. That looks cool. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. Scarlet Sister. Ooh, alright. So what are you? You are Philippus, the Onyx Priestess. Onyx sorcery is essentially like your dark magic and stuff like that. And yeah, absolutely nothing to be fearful of. Okay. So here's where we're going to go ahead and use your special power here. That was very, very minor. Oh, because he is actually a Mound King. Okay, he's a leader. He's got a spell range bonus. Oh, because he has a staff, which we're going to give to somebody else. Cool. In this case, spell range bonus should go to one of my level 3 mages. We're going to give it to you. Okay. Because of my spellcasters, let's see. Army of the Dead's got a range of 3. That's not... Tendrils of Death going to range 9 is going to be huge. Dark Power going to range 9 would be huge. Plague doesn't matter as much. Rupture, though, range 11 would be pretty interesting. Yeah, Rupture is pretty good against armored foes and such. Yeah, let's give it to you. Totbog. There we go. Okay, so we got ourselves a cool thing. Let's go ahead and grab Mogmol. And then just to take a look at Sapai, he regains sanity 1. He probably doesn't gain sanity damage, or insanity, I should say, because he's undead already, but I don't know. Well, something we can explore later. We'll definitely take out this leader here, and that may eliminate our friend. Ooh, they left 35 units here. All archers, which means at this point... That is the interesting question. Nope. Transfer units. Let's just make sure we're all under the same leader here at this point. Do I leave some scorpions behind? Or all the scorpions behind and attack with just the spiders? Because they'll be able to climb up on the walls and do some damage there. Alright, if we take out the scorpions, let's go ahead and just bring a front line of scorpions. The spiders can swarm the sides. These guys can eat up shots. And let's go ahead and use our special power, Ceremony to Ball. That's what I was hoping we'd get, some more spiders. Alright, yeah, so let's crash this. I think we've cracked this army finally going back and forth here. So yeah, that's going to be a swarm of spiders that'll be able to hit, and then that should cut down their advantage with the archery. So Yayla, let's go ahead and just take that. We're going to get ourselves a magic library. Before I forget, let's go ahead and recruit Scarlet Sister, High Arcana, level 2. Casts spells, staff, no magic items. Okay. But where? That is the question. I think they just took my old castle. So I kind of want to take out these Brass Claw horrors. Yeah, let's do it. That means I'm going to need zealots. Oh, I don't have enough gold. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at her real quick. Oh, she does come with magic items. Star Ruby, Pyromancy +1. Well, I wish she didn't have it. I wish I had a Pyromancer. I only have a Bright Wizard, I think. And his, I'll have to take a look at what his magic's called. I think it's called Bright Magic. But yeah, she's got buffs. Soldiers of Flame gives them a Fire Shield. Enchanted Sleep and Iron Skin gives armor +2. Which is great, except it won't work on these guys here because the damage they do is that electric attack. But man, they're collecting magic items like crazy. So, okay, well, you're going to stay active here. We're going to continue our march. Here, we're going to go ahead and recruit ourselves some zealots. Oh, I don't have the gold. Trade admin. Let's stop buying it overpriced. Wish we could do that, but yeah, I'm going to do that. And turn. See these longbowmen are just tearing apart things, but now we got them locked in combat. The spiders are doing their part now. Move, getting the spiders in. Burninate and decay. Or not decay. Look at all those undead that we're summoning. Great. Okay. All right. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. We've got some interesting things to do for our next round here. We're starting to collect a ton of leaders here, so that's definitely interesting. But we'll try and get through and figure out a little bit of how that works there. But yeah, looks like we're on our way to routing the Baron's main army there, which will be a big benefit for us and allow us to definitely take more control. The Barbarians still got something out there, so that's good. Although at this point, I don't think they're going to be putting together any armies that will threaten us at this juncture. So this will be more about taking a look and seeing what we could do with our sacrifices and utilize those accordingly. So definitely some interesting powers out there. So as always, I hope you liked the video. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot to us. We've had some great comments. So I want to continue that in that vein if at all possible. I do want to give a quick shout out to Jonathan Partridge, who reminded me that summonings do better in the desert. So hopefully Jonathan will be able to see that next video and see what that turns up so that we can see what benefit we have being near a desert. So with that, I will bid you guys farewell.